Welcome back to Nauset News. I'm Tyler Hoffman.
And I'm Tim Polero.
And this is your bulletin. Lost something? Need to find it? You can head down to D206 and hopefully your item's there. To all students, a representative from the U.S. Army will be at the school December 13th outside the attendance office during all three lunches. Feel free to go down, and if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask them. Last, the Sharing Kindness organization to sell Boston Whaler raffle tickets for the Sharing Kindness organization will be selling them at the Christmas stroll in Chatham on Saturday, December 8th between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Now on to the lineup.
Thanks, Tyler. All right, so first up, this week's top story is on Winterfest, and that will be done by Kylie Shelley. The High Five Student of the Week will be interviewed by Quinn Miller. Winter Sports Review by Eli Patrick. Things to Do by Tom Schultz and Sam Cipro. Your Student Council Update by Jordan Auer. Around the World by yours truly. College Notebook will be on women's colleges and will be done by Isabel Merle. Your weekly health tip on cutting carbs, and that will be done by Doug Bezio and Artie O. Talent Search by Ava Berardi. And lastly, your special report is on oysters for the holidays. And the ever so talented oyster shucker himself, Ben Morgan, will tell you all about that. That's all for the lineup. I'm Tim Polero.
And I'm Tyler Hoffman.
And on to your top story.
Hi, I'm Kylie Shelley, and I'm here with your top story. The annual Winter Festival, sponsored by the Nauset Regional Music Department, was held here at the high school December 1st. Parents, friends, and students were on hand to help raise money for this trip. We had a chance to talk with Mr. Ferris, the chorus director, and he said that all the money that was raised would go to the 2-year trip plan. Basically, that means that the 2019-2020 school year will bring an extraordinary trip experience for all music students, excluding this year's seniors and including this year's 8th graders. They are looking at 2 possible destinations, Rome, Italy, and Disney World in Florida. Now we will show you some footage of the Winter Festival.
Welcome to Nauset Winter Festival.
Welcome to Nauset Winter Fest.
I'm going to go
Welcome to Nauset Winter Fest. Welcome to Nauset Winter Fest.
Hi, I'm Kylie Shelley, and this has been your top story.
Hi, I'm Eli Patrick with this year and this week's Winter Sports Preview. Winter sports are underway, and here's the lineup for this year and what teams and athletes to look out for. Girls indoor track and boys indoor track, head coach Moira Nobley will have her hands full this season with nearly 80 athletes currently on the roster. Her assistant coaches are Eddie Wilcox and Rob Shidlowski. Top runners include Izzy Nobley and Abby Farrell, Jake Pearl, Shavar Champagne, and Finn Riley. Girls and boys swimming, head coach Justin Bohannon is back at the helm with assistant coach Liana Wisman. Top female swimmers to look out for are Gabby Dadodoli, Molly Rudman, and Abby Riccardi. And for boys, it's top swimmer Tanner Cornell. Dadodoli was the only female swimmer to qualify for states last year and should make another big splash this season. Girls basketball coach Steve Wilson will be the new head coach for the girls basketball team. The girls are coming off their very impressive 2017-2018 season and are looking to do the same this year. With many returning from the starting lineup, things are looking up and bright for the girls basketball team. Fran Gunella, Michaela Hutchinson, Reagan Meehan, and Skylar Sanderson should all be big contributors, with Meehan as our top pick. Now, boys basketball, coach John McCarthy lost his top player from last season, which was Charlie Campbell. But the team is hopeful to get good effort from Bobby Joy, Abdel Talabi, and Spencer Jones this season. Wrestling with coach Ryan Comminch, Christian Beer, Aiden Hinville, and Spencer Grunlin are returning members and should help the Warriors fill out the various weight categories. Boys hockey has Maya Walther as captain, who is a good shot, hardworking, and skillful and dedicated. Cam Hull, Shane Silva are also expected to be very powerful players and to have their eyes kept on them throughout games. Coach Sal Manganaro is back as head coach. Now on to girls ice hockey, also known as Cape Cod Furies, coached by Addie Weeks. The team is a cooperative team, which means they are joined by other teams from other schools, such as Cape Cod Tech and Monomoy. Maggie Dixon and Cindy Nixon are the girls to look out for this season. Basketball cheerleading, look out for Kylie Shelley as she is school-spirited and excited that the girls are back in action for the winter season. Coach Jenny Sunden has been a very great addition this past year and has done a great job with the team. My name is Eli Patrick, and that was this year's winter preview.
Hello, I'm Jordan Auer with this week's Student Council update. On Saturday, December 1st, Nauset Student Council collected toys and donations at the Winter Festival here at the high school. After receiving many cash donations, the council went and purchased toys to donate to Toys for Tots. The council is proud to say that they donated over 40 toys and delivered them to the Eastham Police Department. Also, the council is planning a Faculty Friday for Friday, December 14th. Faculty, please watch your emails in the Daily Bulletin to respond to the invitation. In addition to this, on January 10th, the council will be traveling to Attleboro for the CMASC Winter Conference. Here, the council will be attending leadership workshops and working with other councils. Finally, the council is planning a Winter Spirit Week and are currently planning for the days. The Spirit Week will be the week before winter break, the 17th to the 21st. The council meets every Wednesday at 4 p.m. in N204. It is always looking for new members. Thank you for watching. I'm Jordan Auer, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Hi, I'm Ava Variety with Nauset News, here with your talent search of the day. Here we have Sophia Whipple, a student in drawing and printmaking. So, Sophia.
That's me.
Yeah. So what is your process when you...
Usually I'll base my art off of conversations I've had or ideas that people give me, and I use that as like my inspiration.
In printmaking in particular, like that's sort of a different medium. Like how do you, like what's like the process of that?
A lot of the things that we do in printmaking is more like experimenting, and we'll like look at things around us in the world and be like, that would look good with ink.
Yeah, and why do you enjoy this?
It's just cool to kind of create something new that no one's ever seen before, and like be artistic and explore.
Yeah, I see that. Also, I really like your portfolio. That's really cool. Can you just show that? Look at that. That's awesome. And you have a couple of, in your portfolio, you have a couple of drawings that you want to show. Yeah? Do you mind showing them right now?
Sure. That's fine. That's that.
Here, so can you show us which ones are from printmaking in particular?
This is some of the things we do in printmaking, and we actually carve something that's like, kind of like an eraser type material, and then we coat it with ink and press it down onto a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And then let it dry.
That's cool.
And then I sketch a lot instead of focusing in my classes. And so I have a few editions. And yeah.
What about this one?
This one I started after Thanksgiving, so as you can tell, I'm very topical, and all my art is relating to the season we're in.
Yeah, I love it. Looking
Yes.
great. Yeah, so awesome. So thank you, Sophia, for joining us. That was really awesome. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Okay, I'm Ava Variety with your talent search of the day. This has been Sophia Whipple. Thank you for watching Nauset News.
Hello, I'm Thomas Schultz,
And I'm Sam Cipro.
and we're here today with things to do on the Cape. For activities, the Cape Cod Enchanted Village has opened for the season in the Cape Cod Resort and Spa in Hyannis. It will go on until January 1st, with Santa Claus visiting every weekend from Fridays through Sundays. Where thousands of lights will shine, model trains will run along their tracks, and carolers will sing for the 17th annual Cape Cod Enchanted Village. On Sunday, December 16th, the annual Christmas pageant will take place at the Pilgrim Congregational Church in Harwich at 10 o'clock in the morning. On Monday, December 17th, the Festival of Trees will take place at the Whaling Museum of Nantucket from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's all for holiday activities. Here's Sam Cipro with movies.
So the movies I'm here to talk about today, I got 3. The first movie I'm here to talk about is for kids. Ralph Breaks the Internet is a sequel from original movie Wreck-It Ralph. The sequel is about hero Ralph, John C. Reilly, and sidekick Vanellope, Sarah Silverman, leave their arcade home and entering the internet. The movie is filled with many things relating to the real world, but is still a cute movie for kids. The second movie I'm here to talk about is a drama called Instant Family. The story is about a white couple, Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne, adopt 3 black siblings in foster care and the way the couple's lives change. Based on director and co-writer Sean Anders' experiences, brings lots of laughs and sheds some tears, but is all around a good family movie. Finally, I'm here to talk about Creed 2. This movie is about how son Apollo Creed, Michael B. Jordan, is put up against the son of Ivan Drago, the man who beat Apollo Creed to death. Caught in the middle of the boxing battle for the heavyweight championship is Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone, trainer for Adonis Creed. This is totally a fight to remember in this exciting and heartwarming movie. This is Bennett for Movies. I'm Sam Cipro with
Thomas Schultz.
And this has been Things to Do.
Hi, I'm Ben Morgan, and I'm giving you some recipes for a wonderful holiday meal or weekend meal. The best part about this time of year is the oysters. You can have them many different ways, just like shrimp. Now, I like to enjoy my oysters chilled on the half shell. I recommend you look for anything close by in the area. My personal picks would either have to be Chatham oysters or Wellfleet oysters. Wellfleet oysters are the best and preferable this time of year for the holidays. If you want some great recipes and you don't feel like cooking, you can just shuck them and serve them raw in the half shell with either cocktail sauce with lemon, or you can just have them Asian style with wasabi, soy sauce, and ginger. That's one of my favorite ways to enjoy them. And then if you want something hot, there's oyster stuffing. You need 8 ounces of perfectly shucked oysters, plump ones from Wellfleet preferably, 2 cups of herb stuffing mix, 2 cups of corn bread stuffing mix, and half a cup of chopped celery, and half a cup of hot chicken broth. Preheat the oven over 350. Drain the juices, but save the liquor from the oysters. Set aside and chop them up. Get a large bowl and add oysters and the liquor. Chop up the oysters first, then add broth to the stuffing, celery and onion. Gently stir until it all moistens the ingredients. Place into a greased 2-quart casserole dish. Bake covered for 25 to 30 minutes until heated. And also, it's recommended if you want to go out for some great oysters is to get them nice and deep fried. They taste great this time of year, hot, not just raw. And then if you want to make something simple at home, I go for baked oysters. All you just really need is cheese, butter, and bacon, and bake at 400 for 10 minutes. I usually like to bake my oysters with goat cheese, bacon, and butter at 400 degrees and take it out after having them in for 10 minutes and drizzle each one chipotle sauce. And if you want to make Rockefeller, you just need goat cheese, bacon, spinach, pesto, butter, and bacon for 10 minutes at 400 degrees. I recommend you go to your local fish market or local seafood restaurant to enjoy these wonderful dishes. Thank you for listening to this special report. I hope you have a wonderful holiday and a wonderful weekend, and peace, love, and chuck on. I'm Ben Morgan signing out.
Hello everyone, I'm Artie O.
And I'm Doug Bezio.
With the health tip of the week.
This week we will be talking about how cutting carbs keeps off weight. Nara Schoenberg collaborated with 164 overweight staff, students, and faculty at Framingham State to study the differences in weight loss between people with high-carb and low-carb diets. Those on the low-carb diet burn between 209 to 278 more calories per day than those who were on the high-carb diet.
Carbohydrates digest very quickly into sugars, rising insulin levels very quickly. Why are high insulin levels so bad? Well, insulin programs your fat cells to store excess calories. When calories are trapped in fat cells, your body thinks that calories have not been consumed and wants even more. This false information can lead to consumption of food and even more carbs being consumed, creating a cycle of increase in food consumption. And an increase in food consumption usually leads to increase in weight.
Man, I really love my carbs. What about you, Artie?
Of course, but after reading this article by Nara Schoenberg, I'm going to have to cut back on that delicious pasta and meat sauce I love.
Sounds good, but I think I'll have to pass. And remember, folks, I'm Doug Bezio.
And I'm Artie O'Neill.
And this is the Health Tip of the Week.
Will Brent is in one of the coding classes taught by Mr. Jerry Gordon. Mr. Gordon says Will is self-motivated, hardworking, and dedicated, so we've chosen him for our High Five Student of the Week. So Will, what kinds of things are you learning in this class?
So right now we're applying what we're learning from programming to practical questions and also impractical questions like how many pennies does it take to get to the sun and back, and we're using different methods to do so. What have we learned so far?
Do you think you're going to use coding outside of this class?
I would really like to. That's what I aspire to do. When I get a job, I really want to go into computer science.
So for someone who might be on the fence about taking this class, would you recommend it to them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's really intimidating, but once you get started and you get used to writing it, it gets super easy and it really builds up to speed. You're going to learn it faster and faster.
You're also in the computer science club. What can you tell us about that?
I really do like the computer science club because we work on different small projects as a group and we work together to create different games. Like we've made a hangman game recently, and something I really like is problem solving, and we went through and we worked as a team to fix the different small problems that popped up.
Do you have anything to add? I've heard there's like an hour of code coming up. Could you tell us about that maybe?
Is it? Yeah, so this week is computer science week, I believe, and so really what they're trying to do is get as many children as possible to try to spark their interest in coding. And so our code is this little short session that you can do, and you fit blocks together and you try to code, and really there's like an ultimate goal. So right now in the class, we're working on the Minecraft hour code where you have to navigate Steve through a different path and solve problems using blocks of code.
Well, on Nauset News, our tradition is for our High Five Student of the Week to end with a high five.
Awesome.
I'm Quinn Miller.
I'm William Brent.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tim Polero.
I'm Tyler Hoffman.
And here's your news from around the world. All right, so first up, I got that a Chinese scientist claims to have created the world's first genetically edited babies. Chinese researcher claims he made the world's first genetically edited babies, twin girls whose DNA, he said, were altered with a powerful new tool capable of rewriting the very blueprint of life. This kind of gene editing is banned in the United States because the DNA changes can pass to future generations and can risk damage to other genes. And many mainstream scientists think this is very unsafe, and some denounce the Chinese report as human experimentation.
Wow. Real Madrid midfielder Luka Modric won the 2018 Ballon d'Or. He is now the first player besides Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo to win this award in over a decade.
Wow.
The Italian police have arrested a man that has been said to be the new head of the Sicilian Mafia, along with 45 other associates. He is an 80-year-old man, and he is said to be elected into the Mafia back in May. Now that has been your Around the World. I'm Tyler Hoffman.
And I'm Tim Polero.
And have a great day.
Hello, I'm Isabel Merle here with this week's College Notebook. Today we will be taking a look at some of the best colleges, women's colleges in New England. Wellesley College is also a top women's college in the U.S. It's a private liberal arts college just west of Boston in Wellesley, Massachusetts. It's known for its excellent education with many programs offered. It is home to many institutions such as the Albright Institute, the Knapp Social Science Museum, and the Davis Museum. It's also known for its unique campus with its beautiful natural environment. If you're planning on touring, make sure to visit some of Wellesley's leading attractions, such as the Elm Bank, Morse's Pond, and the Cutler Reservation. Just to name a few other women's colleges in New England, Smith College, Bryn Mawr College, and Mount Holyoke. I hope you were able to learn about some of the leading women's colleges in New England. I'm Isabel Merle, thanks, and have a great weekend.